You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't gonna work.
We're not talking about any integrity in
We
this
are
room.
trying to exploit a generation.
Did I ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played Koozie under the table.
Yes, but that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No. There's vampires everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 219. I'm joined by my co-hosts.
Adam Ham.
Yes,
And Matt.
Matt Haag. Say your last name.
Haag.
Say your last name.
Matt Damon.
Thank you. Hold the door. Now, before we were in the podcast, we were talking about this.
We just gonna lead straight into
Let's
this.
get right into the icebreaker question I asked. This is icebreaker Mint's question of the week. Can I get a music sting on that? I was expecting music, but I got exactly what I needed. All right. No, Matt was playing around with the sound effects that he's doing, and I asked, what was the worst place you ever took a bathroom at? I'll go with mine, because I'll be descriptive, and that way you guys can be a little bit more descriptive with your bullshit answers you gave. I have two answers. I have one inside and one outside. One inside, I was at, oh my god, I forget. It was just like a family vacation on the road kind of thing, and it was just like, you gotta go now. We're at a gas station, and your whole family is like, we need to get back on the road. And you go to the, I don't even remember where this was, gas station bathroom, and the entire floor was a puddle of water. Like, or what I assumed to be water, of course. But I had to go. I mean, it was go time. We're on the road. You know, I have 5 minutes to drop. And you know me. I don't know if you guys know me.
What?
But
Do I know you?
people that
I don't know
me,
if I know you in this way.
people that have lived with me would know that I like to take my time in the restroom. I like to read a good book, a magazine. You know,
Playing Angry Bird.
playing Angry Bird. I like to have
Snapchat your WhatsApps.
Snapchat my dick.
Whoa.
Well, that's out there. No, that's what I say when I Snapchat it. No, but
Whoa.
I like to hang out and read and whatnot and have some time. So having to go fast is always a fucking fun time for me because my body's not used to it. It's used to like a rest period afterwards. I can recollect my thoughts after the horrible and despicable things I did to the toilet. So like there was just no time for that, and like because there was so much water on the ground, I couldn't like pull my pants all the way down because then they would be sitting in the pee water. So like basically I had to like hold my like shorts up, my jean shorts probably, because it was the 90s when we were going around, off the floor while I'm like squatting over a toilet, and it was really bad. It was just like,
Sounds just awful.
yeah, exactly. I was like the fucking stealth bomber. I dropped the bombs, got out of there as quickly as I could, and nobody even could tell I was there. No, but the real worst one was at Philmont, which you'll hear more about in my Koozie Chronicles journal. Philmont Scout Ranch.
You went to Philmont?
Yeah,
I
I
went
did.
to Philmont.
Yeah, I went to Philmont. So this may also be one of your worst toilet stories then, because you get to go up on a mountain backpacking, and it's not every area is like this. A lot of the areas did have like latrine areas, but they're not like toilets. They're like a pit.
Yeah,
with
like a
door
pit
on
with a
it.
shelter over it.
Yes, with like a roof so that you don't get like rained on while you're crapping. So, and then there were also parts, and I think these were better, were parts where there was no bathroom and you just had to dig a hole. I think that was better because then you would just
Yeah. Well,
find
the
a
thing
spot.
about those the campground toilets is they build enough of a shelter to trap the smell in with you.
Yes.
But it doesn't like do much more than that.
No. So there's one that I particularly remember being the worst in the entire world was up on this, and I just have this vivid memory of it because it's obviously scarred me for life. Is that it was just basically a hole in the ground, like with a plywood cover, and then like a toilet seat on top of that, like drilled into it.
Oh.
Out in the open air. So I'm like looking at Philmont, which is in the Rocky Mountains, or the Southern Rocky Mountains. I forget the name. Sierra Nevada Mountain. Anyway, in a mountain
Somewhere
range,
in New Mexico.
In New Mexico, and you're looking around all these mountain vistas, and you're just on the shitter with your pants down. And it was windy and cold, and there were flies in the toilet underneath where you're dropping, which was like a 10-foot drop into just a shit pit. And I was afraid flies were going to get up on my billy bang, you know, and my man crevice. I didn't want that. And so it was the nervous, like, quick, like, I gotta, you know, because you eat garbage when you hike as well, because you're eating, like, pack-in meals and, like, tinned meat.
Like, dehydrated shit.
Yeah, we had, like, ham salad and tins and crackers. That was awful.
We had, like, Gatorade powder packets that you just pour in your mouth and then squirt your water bottle in after
we
it.
didn't
Kind
do
of
that.
mix it in your mouth.
I didn't do that.
That's what we did.
I put the powder in the Camelback that I had, but you had to put iodine in the water in a lot of places, so the water tasted
I
like
forgot about that.
dog shit. So you had to add Gatorade so it was drinkable. And you'd be like, oh, okay, this doesn't taste as shitty now. No, but I remember that toilet specifically, just being out in the open, you know, with all my man parts out.
You know,
askew. Maybe not akimbo.
I think I did encounter that toilet. I don't think I used it, but I remember people talking about a toilet with a view.
We had to use it.
A lot of people wanted to use.
Multiple people used this toilet, and we all had to take turns basically being lookout because it was kind of off up a little trail and then like a secluded area, so like nobody could really see you from where you were because you're kind of up a little over a hill, I think. But you know that no one would go. You had to go on a trail to get up this hill, so like it was like, all right, I'm just gonna be the guard here while you take a crap, and then you guard me while I take a crap. Yeah, that was a fun experience. But part of being a guy, though, is the best, is that you can just take a piss wherever the fuck you want in the woods, and it's the best.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You just pee anywhere. You're just like, I gotta pee. I don't feel like walking to the latrine. I'm just gonna whiz all over these fucking trees over here. Mm-hmm. And it's awesome. Adam?
Yeah, it's definitely benefit.
Adam, what's the worst place you've ever had to use the number 2 facilities?
Man, I'm trying to think. Because, I don't know, they all just kind of run together in my mind. Like, I can't picture a single particular one that was terrible. I just have this terrible amalgamation of every terrible one together.
What does that amalgamation
There's,
look like?
You know, spider webs everywhere.
That's awful.
Yeah. And
that's like the the flies for me. It's like having an insect around your naked parts.
Ants at one place. You know, kind
boy.
Of. Yeah, no.
You know what's the worst to think about?
What?
Have you ever seen like one of those crazy like 100-legged centipede guys?
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Like dart out from underneath the lid of the toilet?
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Because they were like going in there to get some moisture. Because they like to hang out near the water.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like campgrounds in hot summer, like the toilet bowl's just sweating.
Oh, I know. You're right. Just everything dripping.
Yeah, just everything just moist and dank.
You don't want to take a dank poo.
No.
Nobody wants a dank. You want a dank meme, but not a dank poo.
Yeah.
You know, the line between dank poo and dank meme, surprisingly narrow.
That's true. A lot of crossover. What about you, Matt? Or Adam, did you have any other? Sorry, I cut you off.
No, not really.
Spiders are bad. Sweaty toilet.
Yeah, just moisture.
A sweaty loo.
A sweaty loo.
That's the episode title.
Sweaty loo.
That's in reference to Lou that we met earlier before the call.
Yeah.
As well. All right, Matt, what about you?
So a few years ago, I used to live in an apartment with a bunch of other college guys.
Okay.
And we got like a quarter barrel keg, and there was like, I don't know, I want to say 5 or 6 of us. So So we were like, we can finish this in a night.
Yeah, of course.
Because it didn't seem like that much.
Yeah,
But
you're
it
like,
was.
it's only a quarter of a barrel. That's nothing.
So,
How much is in a quarter barrel? I'm gonna calculate. You keep talking.
well, so the night progressed and we finished way more of the beer than we should have, but not all of it. And I went to bed and I woke up.
Holy
I-
shit!
How much is it?
Almost 8 gallons.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a lot.
damn.
That's
More than a gallon per
amazing.
person.
That's amazing. A pony keg.
But I got up to pee, and my roommate had passed out in the bathroom mid shit and had shat himself all over the floor.
Oh no!
Man.
So that's that. That's probably the worst bathroom I've ever been in.
So a pony keg
Damn.
is. All right, let's think about how many pints that is. 50 pints of beer.
Oh, wow.
A pint,
Okay, there might have been
16 ounces, right?
No. Well,
That's a pint.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, pint
16?
16.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. It was 62 pints of beer.
oh, man.
Between how many people? 6 people?
like
Somewhere
10
between
glasses
6 and 8.
apiece.
This was a lot of years
12.
ago.
Yeah, so that's like 10-ish beers. 9 to 10 beers per person.
That's doable.
Is it? I mean, it is doable.
Like
It
over
is
a night.
doable.
Yeah, but
But
I'm
it's
sure
like-
they didn't do it in a night. They did it in like 4 hours.
Yeah, it was in a few hours.
Yeah.
God, I love
Kind of
drinking
a bad
beer though,
time.
huh? The
Beer's
biggest you
good.
can get is a half barrel. That's a full keg. If that makes
Yeah.
any sense, because the other half is
Because an
carbon?
actual keg is like a big ass wooden
Yeah,
barrel, like you see on
right.
the old Budweiser advertisements.
man. You get a half barrel, you could have a party.
Yeah.
124 8-ounce drinks.
The price
have,
ratio is best on those.
God, I want to get a keg.
Hogshead
When was the last time I had a
casks.
keg?
Or demijohns.
You should get a
Used to-
kegerator.
We used to have so many keg parties. Oh my god, kegs are fun.
They are.
How much does a keg cost?
Do headstands on them?
Keg prices, Madison, Wisconsin. Google. They know what's up.
I think we got ours from Party City, so that's probably the cheapest place.
I remember Party Port was a big
Well,
one.
maybe that's it. Party something.
Man, because you pay to rent it.
Yeah, you have to pay a deposit on it.
Yeah. So yeah, like 120 bucks it said for. Oh, that's to rent it though. I don't want to rent it to use it. How much does it cost for a keg? I want a keg. I want to live my college again. Why is there a tiny dog?
I was just
Holy
going to say-
shit! It is
What?
cheap as hell.
That's why we did it.
Okay, Miller Lite. I'm not saying this is what you want to get. I'm just saying it's a thing you can get. Miller Lite is 80 for half barrel,
Whoa.
50 liters of beer,
Whoa.
and a $30 deposit, which you get back. And you can also get a tapper and a tub, but a tap, a tub, and the barrel deposit would be a lot of money. This is just Jake's Liquor. I have no jakeswines.com. I'm just assuming these are pretty similar in price. Oh my god, man. Miller High Life, $75. And then it's about what? I can't do math. $85 to rent all the gear to like do it. But that's not that bad when you think about it.
Yeah, I think we had Spotted Cow and we got.
What?
It had to be cheap
Spotted
enough
Cow?
for like a bunch of poor college kids, so it couldn't have been that much.
Spotted Cow here at this place is 126 for a half barrel. But you didn't get a
Really?
half barrel. You got a quarter barrel. You got
Yeah,
half
we got
of
a
that.
quarter.
So yeah, it would have been like $80 probably split between. Do you think about that though? $80 split between 8 people for 10 cups of beer each. That's
Yeah.
$1 a glass of beer.
If you split it over like a weekend, like a Friday, Saturday, or something, and you compare that to going out to a bar 2 nights in a row for that many people.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to get a keg again at some point. It's been so long since I've had a keg.
Well, we just have to get to episode 250,
Yeah,
and then
250.
we can do the power hour again.
We'll do a power hour again. It's happening. Adam, don't you wuss the hell out.
Oh, fuck.
You wussed out last time.
That last one wrecked me.
Oh, that was so much fun, too, because we got to change
was.
topics every minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could set up something much more refined this time around.
That'd be awesome.
Oh,
that was cool last time, anyway.
Yeah, Adam wussed out, though. Well, the problem was with Adam
I caught
is
up, though.
you didn't want to drink light beer because you don't like the way light beer tastes. So you drank like
Well, light
cider,
beer is gross.
which has a higher alcohol content. So you got drunker faster. That was
Slightly.
the problem.
I don't know. It wasn't that bad. My problem wasn't the alcohol. My problem was just containing that much liquid.
Yeah, that's the thing with the power hour. The volume is quite large.
And expelling gas. Because I
You
don't
just
know
gotta
why.
belch.
Yeah, but like I try and my body doesn't want to. My body like tries to hold on to that. I don't know why. It wants me to suffer rather
A
than.
power hour is a lot of beer.
I know.
What's it?
Because you
It's
drink
like
a
4 beers in an hour or something.
It's more than that. You drink a shot, right?
Yeah,
And a shot's an ounce, maybe.
something like
2.
that.
It's usually
Or
2
2.5.
ounces. Two ounces, yeah. Because you can fill up the line, but you're probably not paying enough attention. So we'll say 2 ounces. That's 60 shots. So it's 120 ounces.
It's 10
That's
beers.
nearly a gallon.
10
That's
cans.
near on 10 beers.
That's nearly a gallon.
That's like
A gallon's
8 beers.
128.
I would say rounding for not pouring a whole thing.
Oh man,
That is.
the fuck, guys.
We used to do that in college all the time, though, because it's so much fun. Because you get wasted in 1 hour while you're having fun, and then you just hang out.
Damn.
All right, let me just check a few things here. Let me just go through the
But I want
alphabetical list
though,
of
'cause,
Urban Dictionary for power.
beer's
Power.
gross.
Hour.
Power hour?
Powerhouse. Power housing shots. Power hug. Power hungry cock whore.
Wow.
Power hungry manipulative whore.
Okay.
Let's just keep going through these. Let's go through all the. We got power jacking.
Wait, I think I've heard of that, but I don't
Actually,
know.
power
what it is.
jacking is just hijacking something by using your like power trip. You're power jacking an idea. Power jack off.
That was the one who commits power jacking.
No, that is to masturbate so loudly your neighbors can't get sleep.
Wow.
Power jack off. Power jerk, also the same. Let's see here. Power kick? The fuck? Nope. Power job? To head job someone powerfully. Alright. Power laps. Driving one's vehicle downtown in a predetermined route. Backing it down the main road through one's town. You remember that? Adam?
Yeah.
Remember, in our hometown of Darlington, there is or not our hometown, I guess, but where we went to high school, of Darlington, there's a main street where you could just do laps in a circle around the median.
Yeah.
People would do that at night.
Yeah.
Just drive a lap around, like with everybody in cars,
Dude.
and then get out and stand in the median and talk to people. Because
Yeah.
you can't drink because you're in high school.
I just found something cool I'm going to put in the doc.
Okay, throw in the dock. Hey, all right. So that's Power Hour, and that's the worst crap you've ever had to take.
That was a good segment.
Worst crap. Matt, can I get a musical sting? Thank you. Worst crap ever. You know what the worst is? Having to take a bathroom in some public location. Having to go to. I hate
I
it.
don't mind it.
Really?
I don't like. I never got weirded out by.
I hate it.
Like
I used to, but I
public
got
toilets.
over it for the most part.
I never feel like I can just. I just don't feel like I can settle. Like I need to nest.
Well, it got way easier when smartphones came around.
That's
'cause
true.
Once I zone into that, I kind of forget where I am.
Yeah. Like I can use my work toilets that we have. I've gotten used to those. It's the like I'm in the middle of a mall. I need to run to the mall bathroom or like a airport bathroom to drop a double deuce. That's a double
deuce.
amount of pooping.
Oh. Oh man.
Anyway. Hey. All right. Let's see. Matt added something to the doc. Matt, is that really what you wanted to add to the doc?
I just thought it was cool.
Matt wants to buy something. Apparently.
Yeah.
Well, guess what you can get. Matt, why don't you explain it?
What can I get? Disney unveiled, I think 8 super expensive Star Wars collectibles
From The Force Awakens.
that are they're like screen accurate. So there's the Stormtrooper helmet with the blood handprint,
Yep.
the roasted Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is. The bowcaster.
Uh-huh.
Ah, nice.
I'm guessing Poe's helmet. Yeah.
Yep.
Poe's
That's
helmet.
Poe's.
Rey's staff. Kylo's mask.
Two
and
lightsabers.
then the Skywalker lightsaber and Kylo's lightsaber.
Yeah, Kylo Ren's
Nice.
lightsaber. They look awesome.
They do. The Vader helmet's what, like $3,500?
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
little pricey. And only 500 of them will exist, so...
What's it made out of? Like obsidian or some shit?
No, but they're like probably made with the exact same stuff they used to make the movie prop, so
They
it's
are.
exactly. So what's interesting is you heard about the Lucasfilm like thing, right? About their props.
No.
Okay, so they just said that they're going to start selling props directly to fans.
Whoa.
So, like, if you want the lightsaber from Star Wars, you know, like New Hope, or you want the Return of the Jedi lightsaber, you can buy it from Lucasfilm, and it'll be a complete, perfect movie replica. Because I guess they were just tired of bad replicas, and they figured, like,
Yeah.
there would be a market for nerds who have a lot of money to buy, like,
An
the
official one.
exact lightsaber.
Yeah, this is all going to go to, like, Silicon Valley millionaires.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, bro, I got my Darth Vader helmet. Fucking. Oh, it is Lucasfilm selling these as well. So this
Oh,
is Lucasfilm making these. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I was reading about, but I think they have. Yeah, here it is. Lucasfilm. They have the Ultimate Studio Edition collector's items. Yeah. So
I want the Indiana Jones whip.
you know, you could just buy a whip.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
like,
hard
I
to
don't know
find
how
a
much
cool
of a
one.
prop that was, other than it just being a real whip.
It was a cool whip.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool, though. So they're basically, like, going straight from the studio that makes them now. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. Well, that's so much money, though. Like, that's an
Yeah.
insane
Yeah.
person's amount of money. Especially when you got to imagine how much those cost to make, which is probably nothing.
Yeah, well, once like, if they're molds from the original props, which I think they are, 3D digital data from the original prop.
Yep.
Yeah, so it sounds like they used a 3D scanner on the prop and then
And then just made a copy.
printed and
Yep.
and painted.
But can you
yeah.
imagine how much that would cost? Like, that prop, that helmet is probably, like, raw materials less than $20. Like,
Yeah.
in paint and, like, whatever material it's casted out of. And then
But all
maybe...
that paint has to be done by hand.
Oh, I know. So maybe I don't know, $200, $300 a labor for somebody, prop master, to work on it for, a few hours per helmet. There's 500 of them, so it's not like they take that long to make. Yeah, so you got to imagine the markup on those is just astronomical. I mean, we're talking like 50 or 60 times the price. When you can go to like, I know that there's a lot of communities that make their own props where they share like their molds and their like data
Or
to
you can
make
get,
these.
if you have a 3D printer, you can go on Thingiverse and get there's tons of like lightsaber models and things.
Yeah, and you can find lots of stuff that's very close, and then you can, use techniques to build something that's very close to accurate for under $100. It's like, I mean, you have to be an insanely rich person to get that. Like, and I don't know. That always bothers me.
But anyway, my birthday's coming up in a couple months. So.
Yeah, so if we could get the podcast listeners to go to our patreon.com/born in the 80s, let's just get that up to $4 or $5 grand a month, and then we can each get a Darth Vader helmet. Which one would you want out of that options? I'd want a helmet that I could wear, so maybe Poe Dameron's helmet or Kylo Ren's helmet.
I'd probably want the Skywalker lightsaber.
That yeah.
I was
My
thinking
childhood.
about getting one of the less expensive but still way too expensive lightsaber replicas.
Yeah.
But I think I am just gonna save up for a 3D printer and then make my own.
Because then you could make everything.
Yeah, and it's kind of like once you have it, it just sits on the shelf. But if you make it, the process of making it's the fun. Oh,
Yeah, there's
man,
there's a
Kylo
couple
one has-
places that just sell replica lightsabers, and they look fucking great. Like they're metal and everything, and these cost like $250.
Yeah, that must have been what I was looking at.
It's just like, come on, like Ultra Force sabers. They just are like,
Oh yeah, like force effects.
yep. But these
They'll
are
make
like,
the noises if you have the blade in them.
yeah, but these are like, $200 basically, and they look really good. God damn, I want this. I want to carry a lightsaber around. Anyway, I love Star Wars, guys.
Yeah,
It's
me
the
too.
best
It is the best. Like, oh my god.
now that it's back.
Yeah, it's back. We've got episode 4. I'm not sorry, not episode 4. I was thinking of the prequels and then these in the order, but no, this is episode 8 coming up. Just gonna rock. I hope. I mean, guy
Well,
directing
Rogue
it's pretty
One's
good.
Yeah, I have high hopes for Rogue One too.
Yeah, me too. The trailers to that look really neat. Like it's
The tone just looks, it's awesome. It's like Saving Private Ryan in space.
Yeah, I love it. I just love that it's not like following, I guess, a main like character. It's just kind of like, here's a story in the universe. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
sounds awesome. Yeah. So Star Wars coming up. I'm a little worried about the 9th episode, but
9.
yes, episode 9, because the person directing it's the person who directed the Abomination that was Jurassic World.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
It was an
Maybe.
abomination.
That's not an abomination.
I could change before then too. That's a long way away.
Yeah, that's true. They could fire him, and I hope they will.
Was that originally the Fantastic Four guy, or was that episode 8? He got fired off of one of them.
Oh, it might have been the.
Wasn't
It might have.
James
You're right.
Wan-
I think it was episode 9. He got fired off of.
Wasn't James Wan doing one of them?
I don't know who that is.
The guy who did Furious.
He's
Oh, no,
doing
he's
Star
doing
Trek.
Star Trek.
Oh, Star Trek. That's what. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, he's doing
Yep.
the new Star Trek one.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that
really.
one should be good.
I hope people were dumb about it. Remember when the trailers came out, but I think they were being dumb.
What? People overreacted from a trailer?
Like a Will Wheaton. That dickbag. Anyway. Overreacting about a fucking trailer like the internet fucking lame nerdy is now instead of an actual, like, television star.
Ouch.
Well, maybe because you're
I didn't know
talking
that
down
you were-
directors and things, that's why you're fucking playing board games on YouTube.
Oh.
I'm just saying, man.
Damn.
Stop burning bridges.
Will Wheaton, this is not me.
It's
Will
me,
Wheaton.
See
You've
me
been put on blast.
Adam Ham, talking right now.
No.
Putting him on blast.
No.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
If you hear
so...
this, Will Wheaton, I'm with you.
You're with
I didn't
him.
know he came out against it.
He didn't really come out against it. He just had a snarky comment where he was like, saw a movie with a bunch of explosions and stuff, and it had Star Trek characters in it, or some fucking snarky kind of comment like that. And then, oh my god, what was...
I mean,
musical interlude! Get on it!
I can't play the toilet again.
Don't play the fucking toilet again.
No. Oops. My shit got screwed. Okay.
Thank you. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
No, but the Star Trek movies have always been more actiony than the show.
Let's see here.
Definitely has.
Will Wheaton, I saw the weirdest trailer today. It was for a generic science fiction action movie, but it was all dressed up in Star Trek costumes.
He's just bitter that he didn't get any parts in the new series.
Damn.
It's okay, Will Wheaton. You don't have to be angry.
Uh-huh.
Listen, Will Wheaton. These are not the opinions of me, Adam Ham.
Yeah.
I would like to distance myself from this. In case one day we become
Oh my
best
God.
friends.
Remember when trailers used to be just an advertisement for a movie that was coming up and not like a huge talking point for all media everywhere?
What are you talking about?
When trailers used to just be an advertisement and not a
Yeah.
big like moral stand.
Oh, I know. Thank you, Ghostbusters trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Dan Aykroyd's seen it. He says it's great.
Not that I
Ugh.
don't also think it's great, but I don't put any stock in what Dan Aykroyd says about anything.
What are you talking about? All the UFOs and stuff. They're real.
Hey,
right?
No, but I'm
Ghosts.
gonna see Ghostbusters expecting it to be good.
Yeah, me too. Well, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
I like that director and I like
I like all the
of
actors
those
in it, and I
actors.
like the director.
I haven't seen Leslie Jones in anything, but
I've seen her in SNL.
I saw her in like a couple skits on YouTube since then.
She's
And she seems like the female Tracy Morgan.
yes, that's a good way to put it. Because like Tracy Morgan was a stand-up guy,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she seems more
first.
stand-up.
yes, as she was, and then she did some acting. So when she's doing her own bits, it gets really funny. But she's just not the actress that some of the other like improv actors are, where they've had a lot more training or more experience acting out stuff they didn't write themselves, which is a lot of stand-up comedians are good at. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I hope it's really good. I wanted to talk about this though, because I actually literally had an article about this.
What?
Oh, so it's like you read my mind. I thought this was really well written. This was, I guess, from the blog Birth Movies Death by Devin Faraki. I don't know how to pronounce his damn name. He seems like a cool guy though, but he wrote about how fandom is broken. Controversies and entitlement shine a light on a deeply troubling side of fandom. And his question is, what if Annie Wilkes had the internet? And if you haven't seen the movie Misery, and you don't know who Annie Wilkes is, it's a story about when Annie, who's played by what's her name? Fuck.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates in the movie, finds novelist Paul Sheldon, who is some other famous actor that I can't think of the name of. Fucking A. God damn it. It's a really good movie. Read Misery, or watch the movie Misery if you haven't seen it, because it's a good movie. James Caan. There it is. Yeah. So he gets into a car accident, and she rescues him to convalesce, and she's a nurse, so she knows how to take care of his broken legs, but refuses to take him to the hospital. And as he finds out, she is a super fan of his, and he had recently killed off the character Misery in Misery Chastain in his book series, and she was not going to have any of that because it was her favorite book series and she didn't want it to end. So she makes him write another book there, threatening and breaking his legs to keep him from leaving. So yeah, it was kind of like, haha, that's a crazy story, huh? And then things happen nowadays over the internet, where like Mass Effect 3 in 2012, when people lost their goddamn minds over the ending of that game, which was even not crazy if I remember correctly. I don't even know what the ending of that game is now. It's been so long.
It was kind of shitty.
4 long years. I know, but it's I guess the idea that he goes into it talking about like covers the reaction to the all females Ghostbusters reboot, like is just kind of like this entitlement to, like, you know, we as fans deserve to have the movie that we want to see, not the movie that somebody wants to make about this. Or demanding Elsa to have a girlfriend in Frozen 2 to make a character gay. Showing kind of the entitlement of modern fan culture. It's demanding what you want out of the story, believing a story should be titled to your individual needs and not what the creator wants to make. And that's it, really. You know, you because it's kind of like, if you think about it, it's like Burger King. Have your way. You know what I mean? I want to have the story my way.
I liked the comparison to people that leave shitty Yelp reviews.
Yeah. And he talks about the react. Where's the comparison to shitty Yelp reviews?
I think it was towards the end.
Okay.
But it's like people that think because you didn't get it prepared exactly
Customer's
the way
always
you want
right.
it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I always believe that like social media doesn't make people crazier; it just exposes the crazy that's already there.
Yeah, and that's kind of what he talks about too. Is like, because back in the day, if you were someone like, you know, Stephen King or something, you know, you wouldn't hear fan reactions to what you get letters. But it was so much harder to send a letter than it is to just tweet someone saying "fuck you, your book sucks."
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
it's really easy to do it in the heat of the moment, and it's really easy to convince yourself that they're not actually going to see it, or that like some publicist will get it or something.
Yeah,
They're
and
not
this
a
guy,
real person.
Yeah, this guy wrote this in response to the Steve Rogers Captain America #1, which, spoilers, Captain America's been a Hydra double agent his whole life. It was a shocking reveal at the end of the first issue of the new run of the comics. But I guess they flooded the Twitter feed of Nick Spencer with so much hate that he quit Twitter. Began going after writer Ed Brubaker, who hasn't written a Captain America comic in 5 years. They started calling people anti-Semites because Cap was created by 2 Jewish kids to fight Nazis, and how Marvel has turned him into a Nazi. But Hydra is not the Nazis. Never have been. They just are Nazi-esque.
Yeah,
they just have similar iconography. Yeah, so it's just kind of like fans overreact to stuff now, and it's kind of like everybody has the power that.
Well,
that
it's
at
a
least
tantrum,
verbally,
right? Like
that,
it's a child throwing a tantrum, and it's up to the creators to ignore them, and not like.
Yes.
You can't give into it. You have to be able to recognize the difference between the feedback and the tantrum, so you can be adaptive and respond to what your audience wants. But if they start making unreasonable demands, they have to know that that's not going to have any result.
Yeah.
There's got to be a line in the sand somewhere.
Yeah. So I think the best. This guy just tells it like the way it is. He's written like somebody who's older and smarter than me, because he says, you know, this article blew up, and he wanted to address stuff in a follow-up piece saying, yes, Disney should have a queer princess. And he said the line isn't that there shouldn't be, LGBT characters in fandom or in things and whatnot, but he's saying that to demand the writers create something that you want specifically, that you want a certain character to be gay, is too much, because that's their choice to make over what they do with their characters, which is different than I demand Disney makes a movie with a queer princess in it. That's what the demand should be. I want that. And whether or not they choose to make it Frozen 2, or you know what I mean, is up to them. But it's demanding that specific characters do specific things that you want them to do. It's like fan fiction. It's like, this is what I want to happen. This is the story I have in mind.
And guess what? Fans are bad at writing fiction most of the time.
Most of the time, yes. I'm sure there's been some good fan fiction. Hell,
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey is Twilight fan fiction. Although, you know what? I can't say that's bad. Because if it was bad, nobody would have read it. It's just trashy.
I don't know. I haven't seen or read it, so I can't judge it.
It has to be bad.
But yeah, I liked Civil War, and I would have never written that storyline.
Yes.
Yes. Like, sometimes...
I like just how this guy encapsulates my exact thoughts on fandom and criticism. Is it should never be what you wanted them to do with the characters. It should be why what they chose wasn't as strong as other choices they could have made. You know what I mean? It's not like I wish they would have done this. It's like, well, they did this, and I feel like that left out, questions of this and this and this, and the story could have told so much more if they would have done something different. I wanted them to do this.
In the case of the comic book thing, that's just going to get rebooted in like another year or two, right?
Oh, I know, right?
Doesn't that just happen all the time with comics? It does.
Constantly. I mean, Superman's died like 10 times. I just want a quick misery film thing. This is amazing. So you want to feel like James Caan feels like shit. Just read this. The part of Paul Sheldon, which is who James Caan played, was originally offered to William Hurt twice, then Kevin Kline, Michael Douglas, Harrison Ford, Dustin Hoffman, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Richard Dreyfuss, Gene Hackman, and Robert Redford. They all turned it down. Warren Beatty was interested in the role, but he wanted them to be to turn into a less passive character and wanted to change the script. And then someone suggested James Caan, and Caan was like, sweet.
He's like, yeah, I'm not doing anything.
I just think that's amazing that it was literally like 18 actors, and it's like, I guess he'll do it. But it was a good movie. I mean, it won an Academy Award. Kathy Bates did, and it's a classic movie, I think, as a horror or maybe not horror, but thriller.
It's been popular enough to be parodied countless times, which is the only reason I know anything about it. Yeah,
exactly. I've only seen it one time. Rob Reiner directed it, though, which is an interesting...
Really?
Yeah. The director of This Is Spinal Tap and The Princess Bride and Stand By Me, and When Harry Met Sally, and then Misery, and then he directed A Few Good Men. Man, yeah, he's a pretty good director, I'm going to have to say here.
Good run.
This is, no, but then that's it, though, because after that we have North, which was nominated for Golden Raspberry for Worst Picture and Worst Director. Then there was The American President. Remember that movie? Yeah.
No.
Ghosts of Mississippi.
Nope.
The Story of Us. Alex and Emma. The Bucket List. Remember the classic?
I remember previews for that.
Yeah. So, yeah, not many great movies lately. He kind of had a period there into the 80s to early 90s where he was knocking it out of the park. But I guess he's directing the LBJ movie coming out soon, so Woody Harrelson,
that should be good.
Richard Jenkins. Yeah, I guess it's based on a script that was. Sorry,
that's the Breaking Bad guy. What's his name? Breaking Bad. What's his name?
Breaking Bad.
Actor.
Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah.
Bryan Cranston?
Yeah, isn't he in that?
Nope.
Or is that a different LBJ thing?
I think it's something else because this is saying Woody Harrelson, Richard Jenkins, Bill Pullman, Jennifer Jason Leigh. Filming began last year, so it's probably done. But I guess it was LBJ after the Kennedy assassination. Woody Harrelson, leading role.
Like this.
Get that toilet going. What are you doing?
No, I put a link in the doc. The Bryan Cranston thing is, I think it's an HBO movie that's based on a play that he's been doing on Broadway forever.
Got it. I thought you were going to hit the sound effect there. I thought you might have been not a big fan of
wait, hold on a second.
Kennedy, so you wanted to.
I think I have something.
Okay. This is going to break our ears.
Do that.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay. So this is so like if you've heard of the Blacklist in Hollywood, correct? The Blacklist.
Yes.
So this is the most popular unproduced screenplays, basically. So these are like this movie is so good it's gonna have to get made, but nobody's made it. Like let's look at the 2009 Blacklist. Two Guns that got made. The Arthur remake, I guess. King's Speech that got made.
Oh, that got made.
The Revenant. Social Network. Let's see here. Yeah, Water for Elephants. Like a lot of these movies get made. Like these are scripts that are basically going to get made up in the air the year before.
Oh, how about this?
A gunshot?
Yeah.
That's too soon.
That's all
Hunger Games on the Blacklist at one point.
Really?
Django Unchained. Jane Got a Gun. That was bad though, but it got made. John Wick, huh? You know that one. Whiplash.
I like that one.
American Sniper. Spotlight. So it's kind of like these are really great scripts that nobody has made a movie out of yet. Like most liked by people and executives are like, man, we got to get that movie made. We got to figure out how to get that put together. So it's kind of been a thing since 2005. So a big list of that. So this is hopefully going to be good. I don't know, Rob Reiner, good luck on that. But let's hope the LBJ fandom doesn't lose their minds over the depiction in the movie. What's the play that Bryan Cranston's been doing?
All the Way.
All the Way, and that's based on LBJ as well?
Yeah, and
LBJ Renaissance, let's go.
Falcon from the Avengers is playing Martin Luther King.
Oh wow, he looks exactly like LBJ in this trailer. Yeah. It's scary. Holy shit.
You know the recorded phone conversation where he's talking to his tailor and about leave more room for the nuts? They have that in it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll be good. I hope it's good. Oh, Bradley Whitford in the White House again in the West Wing again. I see.
And also, sacrificing
aftermath of JFK's assassination. Jesus Christ, we're gonna have 2 movies coming out. This already came out. This is already. You can watch this right now.
Let's watch it right now.
Right now, while we record. All right. So this is the.
Let's riff tracks this.
Yep. Let's time this. Let's riff tracks this. Back and to the left. You know what I'm saying?
A country in turmoil.
21 May, 2016. That's when it came out. So this came out last week. Well, that's cool. I'll watch the shit out of that. Maybe. Let's see what the reviews are. I mean, you can guess what the review is on IMDb. Do you want to guess?
I'm looking at it, so I can't guess.
I bet you can get it right in the first try.
8.2.
Nope, you're close. 7.8. The 7.5 to 8.5 of all movies on IMDb rating.
Yeah.
Turns out that's kind of the average of people that watch stuff. Okay, so we talked
You're
about
not lying. Batman v Superman has 7.1.
That's just how it is, man. It's just sevens. Some 7 number. Because there'll be
Batman v
a
Superman.
couple hundred people that give it a 10, like a couple hundred people that give it a 1, and then a ton of people that give it a 5 or 5.5. And then you get 7 out of that, you know. It's like just, it's the way it be. The way it be. Okay, well, I've talked enough.
Civil War has a perfect 8.3.
8.3. Adam, let's go to
Yeah.
you. Let's do something, one of your things that you want to talk about.
One of the things that I did. I got back into Dragon Age Inquisition.
Okay. I need to finish that game.
That's what I thought. Somebody else got like the Game of the Year edition
Yep.
on something and started playing it. And I was like, you know what? I should play that.
Yeah.
And so I started back up. And I've
Did
been
you
digging
restart
it.
or start from where you left off?
Oh, I started from where I left off.
Oh boy, was that confusing, huh?
Ugh. A
Yeah.
little bit.
I started where I left off as well, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, and it was just I got a lot of quests.
Yeah.
How's that?
What are you doing? Are you maging it or?
Oh fuck no, I never mage it.
Oh man! Are you warrioring it?
Of course I'm warrioring it.
Oh,
I love being a warrior.
the worst.
I'm sword and board, baby.
Sword and board.
I'm not sword and board. I am I am giant sword guy. I have
That's
one
at least a little better.
two-handed giant sword. It's fun because I knock people over and can do like a dash charge. I like the combat
mage.
system in that game.
Yeah, me too. I do too a lot.
If you never played it,
I'm a
Matt,
mage.
I haven't.
it's kind of real-time battling, but with a party,
Yeah.
and you can
Or
pause
you go
it
to like tactical mode.
Yep.
And
and do an overview, like over the
yeah,
top. It's not
like
too hard
fast
though.
forward time.
I found the AI is pretty good at handling itself, for the most part.
Sometimes.
For the most part. Sometimes they're
Yeah.
idiots and spam dumb shit. But yeah, so that's cool. How far in the game do you think you are?
I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but I've made it to Skyhold.
Okay. How many hours do you think you're in?
I am a little over 50.
Oh, wow. Deep in it.
Yeah, I like 50, 52.
Okay, because I've heard this is like one of those 60, 70, 80 hour games. So.
Not for me.
Not for you. You take your
I
time.
don't think I'm even halfway through.
Wow. So you're going to make it 100, huh?
Yeah, at least. Because I fucking explore every nook and cranny. Like
I've been
I was
doing
on the
that.
hinterlands for ages.
I did. Yep, same here. I spent
Yeah.
like 8 hours in the hinterlands.
Well, I spent more than that. I spent probably 20 or more.
I got every quest done.
I did, except for one.
Yeah, I'm sure I didn't get all of them, but I got so many of them done that I was
Still
like,
didn't
I'm
kill the
done.
dragon there either.
It's the first area in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done the dragon thing.
But I just got my specialization for mage,
Okay.
which is kind of sucks because you can normally respec, but you can't respec your specialization.
Okay.
So I went with Knight Enchanter, which is like a battle mage. where you
Knight
can, like,
Enchanter?
yes.
That
Knight
sounds like someone that you take out on a hot date.
Yeah.
I'm the Knight Enchanter.
He's got some pretty sexy spells. Let me
Okay,
tell you.
well, like, what sexy spells do you slinging?
Spirit Blade, man.
Spirit Blade?
Yeah.
What's that do?
You like use your staff's in your right hand, so you use like your left hand.
Oh,
You do, like,
left-handed, eh?
Yeah, and you
You like
do
to
like
switch it up? Feels like someone else is doing it.
a magical blade like extends from your arm, kind of like I don't know, like a Psylocke type thing or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, you slice fuckers up with it with spirit energy.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and it's got lots of awesome passives. It's like barrier based. So you're like kind of like a mage barrier tank.
Okay.
To where
I'm just
30%
a
of
regular
your
barrier
damage-
tank in my guy. I just get the little regular barrier.
The guard.
Yeah, the guard.
Yeah.
I like the mechanics of that in the game. Just like trying to keep that guard up so that you don't take damage, basically.
Guard's cool. It's better than Barrier, actually, because Barrier decays over time.
Yeah.
But,
cool. Well, I'm glad to hear you're back into the Dragon Age Inquisition. You romancing?
I'm romancing.
You got your your elf boyfriend?
No, I don't think there even is an elf boyfriend.
Oh, there is. There is.
No,
I'm just trying to think of ones I've heard about. There's Iron Bull, obviously.
Oh, actually, I guess I don't know if you can romance Solus.
I think there's an elf boyfriend.
Maybe.
There's got to be an elf boy. Matt, back.
There's always an elf boyfriend.
Always an elf boyfriend in these games.
Probably.
Can you romance the stone?
Can you romance a stone?
No.
Is the Iron Bull basically cut from stone though?
No.
Okay.
He's Canary.
Yeah, he's a giant badass.
Yes, he is.
Voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes.
Who's very gay.
Yes.
The character is.
Yes.
But he's a badass.
Actually,
isn't he? Is he bi? Is that it?
I think he's bi.
I think he is bi.
Some of them are.
Anyone can romance him. So.
I'm flirting with pretty much everybody, including Scout Harding, which is kind of awesome.
Which one is that?
The scout that you see in every new area that you open up.
Oh, really? You can romance that character?
Yeah, the little dwarf lady.
Yeah, yep. He's
no
like,
nonsense.
hey, how's it going? We're
Yeah,
in a new area. You're like, I want your balls in my mouth.
What? She's a
Sir!
lady.
Highly inappropriate. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want...
She's a lady dwarf. She doesn't even have
Lady
a beard.
dwarf? Those don't exist.
It's the beard.
She doesn't even have a beard.
She doesn't even have a beard. No, I know lady dwarves exist because I played the first Dragon Age, and they're in there. Mm-hmm. I got with some lady dwarves in that game.
Yeah.
No, I like that too because like the lady that I'm romancing is the I forget the dang name of it, but the Chandri Knight lady, the sword and board lady.
Yeah, Cassandra.
She's super stuck up about everything.
Yes.
And I keep like having conversations where I'm like, that's probably fine. And she's like, Cassandra does not think highly of this. I'm like, damn it. What does it take to please you, woman?
I know it takes.
I like the fact that you're a badass with a shield and sword. And she's the only lady I think I've encountered, so fair enough.
And the elf lady?
No. I'm early. I mean, I just got out of the Hinterlands.
Oh, okay.
So I love that game, though. It is really cool.
It is a great game.
I need to play more. I mean, I never finished the first Dragon Age or the second, but I heard you don't really need those stories to get to this one. You just
I think it'd be helpful. There's a bunch of times where I hear stuff like the hero of Kirkwall. I'm like, God, I wish I finished that game.
Is that the
I
second
didn't know
one?
what they were talking about here.
I've heard that people say like, yeah, there's references, but like the story is encapsulated that you could start from this one, and that's a good starting off point.
There's a bad guy who is totally like a bad guy in Dragon Age 2. And I never got to him. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess you're bad then.
Oh, your betrayal. I did not know was going to happen.
It wasn't a betrayal or anything like that. It was just like, I was like, oh, I should know who you are. Sorry.
All right, Matt.
How's it going?
What do you got?
I finished my video. Finally.
Fuck yeah, I watched that shit.
What about you, Adam? Did you watch it?
Did you send it to me?
Oh my god. What a bad friend you are.
I probably am a bad friend.
Just go to matthagmusic.com.
I'll post a link in the doc.
You watch it.
You can watch it. And then you guys can talk about it, because I've already seen it. I don't really know what to say about it.
Where's this link?
All right, we're not going to watch this during the fucking podcast.
No, you and everybody else is going to watch it 10 times during the podcast.
Yep, just put it on repeat, honestly.
Me too. Yeah.
Just, if you're listening right now.
Just turn the sound on your computer off.
Yep. Or
Don't
put it
mute
on your
the video,
phone.
because I think they can tell when the video's muted.
Yeah. And just listen. And just listen to it once.
Or better yet, find it on Spotify and play it on repeat forever.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Are you allowed to do that?
I'm
Is
not
that,
allowed
like-
to say that you should do that, so I don't think you should do that. But
Oh yeah, you shouldn't do that.
I'm
Don't
just
do
saying
that.
that's a thing that is technically possible.
You could do it, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Can
don't
I
do that.
say that you could do that? Since I have nothing to do with
I
the
don't
video?
know. I think so.
All right.
Maybe.
I won't say it now, but if you want to ask me, I'll tell you about it.
Maybe later.
Maybe some other time. Okay. So yeah, it's just can you explain your video? So it's a Fallout 4 theme song, right?
Yeah, and the video is the main quest line as a 2D side scroller.
So there's spoilers.
There is spoilers up to a point.
Okay.
I
Spoilers for
stopped for the storyline of Fallout 4.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I stopped it before the main shit starts to go down.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's pretty nondescript, so if you haven't already played through it, you probably won't be spoiled. But yeah, it's getting decent amount of attention. I'm running up on 300 views
Nice.
in less than 48 hours, which is more than they usually do.
Yep.
Is it the one right here on the front of my head? Music.
No, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it auto-updated.
Regardless, go to YouTube and watch it.
Regardless.
Irregardless.
No, that's the Walking Dead one. You can watch it
Irregardless.
later, Adam. I forgive you for not having watched it, even though
He
I would've
posted it to
liked
social
to
media
watch it.
constantly.
so many times.
Yeah.
I didn't get none of like my friends and family reacted to it all on Facebook. So either Facebook's really suppressing YouTube links, which is possible, or people are just sick of my shit.
I always find that really weird, the secret magic that goes behind your
Yeah.
Facebook feed.
It's
Yeah.
super weird because I know there's lots of weird stuff that I don't get sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm like, did
reference,
you see that? I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
When they first launched Facebook video, I noticed a decline in how much
Oh yeah.
like YouTube links showed up, but you
Yep.
still got some. But now it just seems like it's just nothing.
They want you to use Facebook video. Obviously.
Joke's on you, Facebook. All of the people that watch my stuff are on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Facebook's dead. YouTube's good.
Twitter's dead. Just
Yeah, Twitter
Yeah,
kind of sucks.
Snapchat.
Snapchat just surpassed
Overtook
it
it.
in active users apparently.
Well, I like Twitter more than Snapchat because Snapchat's a fucking incomprehensible mess of a program.
Yeah, I'm too old to get Snapchat. I don't understand it.
But I can
I get
understand
it.
it. What?
Can you explain
I
Snapchat to me?
Explain Snapchat.
See, here's the thing.
You want to take a picture of your wang, but you don't want it to last.
Totally.
Except for that, all of those
But-
Snapchats
okay, so
are
I
probably
get
stored
like
somewhere.
it's all
You can
stored
actually
server.
screenshot it if you want.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So I get the messaging aspect of it, but when it comes to like the My Story thing and the
Yeah.
like social media wall of it, I don't
Uh-huh.
I don't understand how that works.
Yeah, the UI is a bit weird of that.
It just
Remember-
plays them. Like you share it out to everybody on your Snapchat list,
Yes.
and then they can watch it.
Whereas if you like send a Snapchat, you can send it to just pick a bunch of people on a list, right?
Yeah.
Versus the story, which just goes to everyone.
Yeah.
And that
exactly.
still disappears after like a certain
And
amount of
also,
time.
Yes.
and also it's a 24-hour thing. Like stories, you want to be available a bit longer, and
Yeah.
usually they're like a series of different ones, like in sequence.
Huh.
So
See, my problem is I only ever do interesting things like maybe once every 3 days, so I need it to stick around for that long.
I usually use it for like making stupid faces that I don't really want people to save pictures of. But if they do, it's not terrible.
Okay, everybody, like me on Snapchat.
Yep. Like Matt on Snapchat. Matt will snap
Um,
10-second
let me
clips
just-
of his video every week.
Let me figure this out. Go away. I have Snapchat on my phone, and I have an account for it, but I don't
Yep.
know what am I? I always just kept getting Snapchats from Team Snapchat, and that always just made me depressed.
That is
Yeah,
annoying.
you're just like, oh,
It's like,
These
oh,
are my only
somebody wants to
friends.
talk to me. Oh no, it's the company.
yes. Okay, so that's the life that we have.
So I'm currently watching Matt's video, and it is fucking incredible.
Yes,
Thank you.
I like it.
You should all go watch this because it's great. It sounds
How
awesome.
how would you describe it to people?
I don't know. It's it's badass.
It is badass.
It really is.
I think that's a good endorsement.
Yeah.
And
like,
indescribable.
it's really cool. Ah.
All right, come on.
Oh, sweet.
All right, Matt, stop. Let's stop watching
Wait.
videos. We record a
It's
podcast.
building to a
Hold on,
climax.
I want to send you this video of a cat being scared off the ledge.
Ah.
Are you doing this in the chat?
No, I'm just being a dork.
Now you're being a dork. All right, well, let's move on. I did a thing.
You did a thing? What did you do?
I attended an event.
Is it like a cooked event or like maybe a raw one?
It was WWE Monday Night Raw, and I watched it not on the television, but from a seat in the arena, and it was the return of the prodigal son, John Mother effing Cena.
Wait,
It was really
he
good.
Prodigal? Why was it prodigal?
I don't know about that. I don't know what that word means. It sounded good, so I used it.
Oh.
Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
No,
Why not?
Why not? What? I loved it. Going to a WWE event is always fun. Raw is interesting because it is a 3-hour long television program on the USA Network from 7 to 10, and so you're there from 7 to 10, but like during the commercials, nothing's going on. You're just kind of hanging out in an arena.
I bet.
They don't even
Um,
bring out like a hype comedian or something. to
No,
keep
they
you
have
entertained?
clips and stuff they'll show on the big screen of like upcoming network stuff or new videos or things, but it's not really that much. Sometimes they'll have matches, we'll have breaks in them, and the action will continue during the break, so there'll just be stuff going on in the ring that you're watching, and then they'll be like, oh, the TV cameras are back. But yeah, it's really weird because it's a television show taping first. And the audience, you're just the live studio audience, so there's no announcers. You can't hear any of the announcers, so you're literally just kind of reacting to stuff that you see on stage. You can hear the people in the ring on the microphones and stuff talking, but you can't. It's just really, it feels really disjointed as someone who's watched the TV program, because
Yeah.
it just, you don't have the announcers telling you what's happening and why it's happening. You just see stuff happening. You're like, all right. And
You're
like
seeing how the sausage is made.
yeah, you're literally in the sausage factory itself, right there on the floor, and John Cena's sausage is just dangling right in front of you.
It's weird that they don't have the announcers like over a live PA too.
Yeah, it is weird, but I mean, there's no way they could do it, because there's like, I guess, I don't know if there's necessarily like a tape delay thing, but like, I guess just the audio mixing wouldn't be done correctly, because I think they do that post with like a, like a 20 or 30-second delay or something like that. I don't remember how it works, but it would just be like not possible, I guess. Because I think if you were to have like a cell phone with like the USA broadcast live over the internet on it, you'd probably not be in sync with what's happening.
Oh, that's actually broadcast live?
Yeah. That's the whole appeal, is that it's live. You could read about it or watch it the next day if you taped it, but like if something exciting happens, you got to be watching it live to be engaged with everybody else on Twitter. But yeah, it was really fun being there. We got New Day unicorn horns and wore them. So in the background, if you see 3 people with unicorn horns, they're light up and glowy. That's the 3 of us. That was fun.
Nice.
Green Bay is a great place to go see a show, though, because it's the Resch Center where it took place is right next to Lambeau Field, so you can use the entire Lambeau Field parking lot. So there's tons of parking. So yeah, it was really nice in that way. But yeah, the thing I take away is that you sit around a lot. I mean, we were sitting for 4 hours because we got there at like 6, got in at 6, and just every like once in a while there'll be like a 5-minute break, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? Because they're showing replays on TV, or there's a commercial or something, or a promo that you're not seeing. And then it's like, oh shit, this is coming out next, and they could see that. So, I don't know. It was really disjointed, but it was really fun getting to see everybody live and close. And we were right on the TV side, so we were on the side the cameras were facing. So, you can see us in the background, and I could point us out if I had the video because it's really easy to see us. If you notice the 3 unicorn horns. So it's just like, that's us right there in the background of that shot, like right there reacting. Trying to hold up our tiny signs that are blurry because we're not in focus. But that was really fun to see live because we were like right across from the entrance ramp. So we got to see everybody come out like really close, like 40 or 50 feet away. So really neat. Got to see like tons of people. Got to see the wrestling. I've been to house shows. That's the weekend non-taped shows that they do, and those are so much more fun because they're not built to have announcers. So the matches have more of a storytelling through the action in the ring kind of feel.
And since it's not taped, it's more of a show for you guys.
Exactly. They're not playing to a camera or playing to the television. They're playing to the audience of the arena. And there's no breaks because it's just match after match after match. No big talking segments. Nobody has a microphone and talks a lot. So it's just wrestling. And it's just really fun to see. And I like those because they're cheaper, so you can get closer seats than the Raw taping. But you don't get to see yourself on TV and laugh.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, when that happened, you can see me in the background losing my mind, or like my little unicorn horn waggling around when AJ Styles turned on John Cena. So I don't know. It was really fun. Get to chant, to be loud, to be part of a live crowd. You get to go on Reddit later and see everyone complaining about how terrible the crowd was that you were a part of. Being like, God damn it, you weren't there. You didn't know what it was like. It was Memorial Day. They started off with like a 10-bell salute, and then they had like a big video package about how like all these soldiers died, and then we're supposed to be pumped up after that.
Yeah, that's a
poor
downer
planning.
way to start out.
They should have had a some, because they started off, because Raw always starts like a 30-minute long talking segment. They should have just started with a match, get everybody into like the action, and then because it was just hard to get ramped up after you saw that. Because you're like, yeah, veterans, huh?
Was there no like warm-up matches or any pre-matches?
There were, because they tape the Superstars television program. Which I don't even know what channel that's on. It's like the fucking hour-long adjacent, like to Raw and SmackDown show. It's like the third tier of shows that they have. They taped 2 matches for that, and those were there's Paige and someone else fought. Some lady, and Summer Rae fought in a match, and then that. But those are like, all right, now it's time to tape Superstars. Let's just tape 2 matches, get crowd reactions, and then they build an hour show out of that, like 20 minutes of match. So yeah, they had that. But then, because they're taping it for TV, they wanted to open with the Memorial Day segment, so it really calmed us all down pretty good. So, but I mean, what can you do if you want to start with like that kind of television moment of having all the superstars come out and bow their heads and have the bell ring and then like do a little promo package. But yeah, John Cena returned. It was thunderous, fun. Love to see that guy back. Got to see his return after injury. He was out for a few months. I forget what he tore, some muscle, but he's back. They said it would take 9 months. He's back in 6.
Really?
Yeah, it was really fun.
That man is just like I think he really is like a Superman.
He really is.
Yeah.
He is all muscle. And
Yeah.
he's a superhero because he is just super athletic, super strong, super nice guy, super rich. Like, fucking fulfills child's wishes the most. He's the number one. Was it, what the fuck is the name of that bullshit? Child Miracles Network?
You know,
Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. Yes.
Child Miracle Network. I like my Asian knockoff version.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Make-A-Wish. He's granted the most wishes out of anyone from Make-A-Wish. So, yep. So that's my stuff mostly. I don't know. We don't got much more time, so I'll end it. I'll end my stuff with that. Matt, did you want to talk about anything you're listening to?
I started listening to this soundtrack today. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's about this like
It's a little-known
American
musical.
war hero guy.
Yes.
It's Hamilton. And
George Hamilton, the famous television actor.
You were right, John. That is a good soundtrack.
Alexander Hamilton. Adam, have you listened to the Hamilton soundtrack?
I have not, but I should.
You really
It's
should.
really good.
It's available on most streaming services
Yeah,
now.
I listened on Spotify, and I have the free version, so I had to listen to it all jumbled up, but it was still quite good. And, like, I'm not really a music theater guy in general,
Same here.
but because it always kind of, well, a lot of the time it feels like they spend all their energy on this awesome, like, vocal line, and then they're just like, oh, let's just throw some boring shit underneath that to support
Yeah, it's
it.
not the way this works.
Yeah, this one is, the music is, it really draws you in, and it's awesome. It's
Yeah,
great.
I mean, a lot of the, I guess the actors in the Broadway are actual rappers. You know, so it's kind of like they got some people with some real talent up there performing these lyrics, and it's kind of a mixture of singing and rap and spoken word, beat poetry, rhythm kind of stuff. It's just so awesome, and it's so well done, and it's not written in like an older style. It's kind of written a little bit like kind of more modern day speak, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of just
And it's not poppy, like pop rocky, like the
No,
modern
not at all.
musicals have been for a long time.
yeah, not like Wicked.
Yeah.
Which has some great music in it. I can't deny some of the songs in that being really good, but it is very much like a Disney musical, kind of like pop singing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whereas this is fun. Yeah, it's just incredible. I wish I could see it, but it's completely sold out forever.
Yeah.
But supposedly they're going to have not just a tour. I actually was reading about this. It is just they're going to open in Chicago, a second running, for an
Really?
indeterminate amount of time.
With like its own cast and everything.
Yep, just in Chicago though, and like have it run there for I guess a long time. Their thought is
All right, the three of us can go down there on a triple date.
triple date. Adam can drive up to Chicago, and we'll meet him.
Mm-hmm.
We should go, and I'll have to bring Lauren though, because she loves that show. I'm sorry.
Dude, there's
She
no
would-
girls allowed in a date.
She would kill me if I didn't bring her. I wouldn't be able to live, unfortunately. I would love to go as a bro trip, but I can't. Yeah, so anyway, let's see. So that's awesome. I'm glad you liked it. I highly recommend people listen to that. Yeah, again, it's on like every free streaming service right now, so check that out. I know we're a little late to the party because everyone was losing their minds over it last fall because it debuted in the summer last year.
Well, and
Everyone
you
was
like I kind of put up a wall when that happens. It's like, oh, I'm sick of hearing about this, so I'm not going to look into it at all.
Yeah, that's what happened with me with Les Mis for a while. I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm sure it's great, but I don't care. And then I listened to it, and you're like, oh yeah, this is really incredible music and great singing. Like, okay, I get it. And this kind of like Les Mis in the fact that I think the soundtrack is like 3 hours long. It is the show. There's like not really any dialogue outside of the music, so
Wow.
yeah, it kind of just flows, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's the word. It flows. It doesn't feel like super like I don't know. Like
I know what you're saying.
Other musicals are like not flowy
Yes.
like that.
Well, there's all the
There's
musicals
kind of
like
just like
Oh,
Talk. Oh, here's the
Q.
song.
Here's
Hard
the
Cut.
song Q. Yeah, I know what you're saying. This
Mm-hmm.
is not that. Yeah. So, and I
But
also.
I also.
Oh, continue.
I also watched Preacher.
Yeah.
Because you could watch it for free on the AMC website or on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, the first episode
to
is
do that.
free, and then their second episode didn't air because of the holiday.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be next
I'm-
week.
The only place that the rest of the season's going to be streaming is you have to buy it on the Google Play Store. But I think I'm going to do that because it's only like $18, and I like the pilot enough to watch it twice.
I like that. You should read that graphic novel series.
Yeah.
It's one of the best I've ever read.
How many volumes is it?
6?
Okay.
That's not right, Adam? 6, 7, 8?
Something like that. I
not a
don't really
ton.
remember.
You can get used copies for probably 10 a piece, easy.
Can I buy it all in like one big compendium or something?
I would think so.
I think you can, but I also think that compendium is hardcover and rare, and it's super overpriced.
Oh, okay.
So you might just be better buying used copies of the trade paperbacks for like $10 a piece.
I've been meaning to get into the Walking Dead comics for a long time, but it's too intimidating. There's too many of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. This comic book series has a distinct arc. It ends,
Okay.
whereas I think The Walking Dead went on for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's still going on.
Yeah, I don't
is,
think they ended it. So it's got arcs in that, but like there's, it's just a massive amount of comics to read.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, the show is about halfway to the point where the comics are.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have
okay.
enough
yeah,
for like
yeah.
12 seasons so far.
I just want to talk about this quick. Because I haven't watched Preacher. I'm going to watch it, I think.
You should. You'll like it.
We'll talk about it next week. I'll watch it. I don't know if Adam will, but maybe you should try.
I'll see if I can, because I did really like the Preacher
It's
comics,
free.
and
The first episode.
I've heard it's really good.
I heard it was really good, so I'd like to see it.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch it, I'd suggest watching it on their YouTube channel because the player on their website's kind of crap.
Yep, YouTube, easy. Okay, but I want to talk to Adam quick about this though. I listened to another musical soundtrack as well.
Pirates of Penzance?
Nope, that was just
Oh.
about as popular as Hamilton was in 2011.
What?
Do you remember a musical that came out 2011? I think you have the soundtrack to this, and talked about how much you liked it.
Phantom of the Opera?
By
Did you listen to the show last week?
you did not clearly.
No.
But did you listen to? I swear to God, I remember you talking about how much you like this. I'm trying to give you some hints without giving it away. The listeners know what I'm talking about. 'Cause
It's is it the Book of Mormon?
it is the Book of
Yes.
Mormon.
Okay.
That fucking soundtrack is incredible.
It really is.
It is so good, and that is much more of a traditional musical where it's like
I
we're gonna
would
talk.
love to
Here's a
watch
song.
that.
We're gonna talk. Here's a song. But it's fun because it's written, I think, in a way with South Park where it's like, oh, it's a joke. It's kind of fun. It's kind of poking fun at itself. And goddamn, is the music in that good, Adam? I've been
Yeah, I
listening to
know.
that for a while. Yeah, I just thought I would let you know that I listened to it and I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
So good. I'd love to see it. Andrew Rannells,
Me too.
voice of an angel.
Yeah.
He's on Girls. He's one of my favorite characters on Girls. Okay, we got to get through this, huh? I don't even know if we have time for Koozie Corner this week.
Man.
Oh, we got time.
We gotta
let's-
make time for listener mail.
We got to make time for listener mail. We got to make time for Koozie Corner. I got to talk about Zelda. So, okay, let's get to the video game news segment. Matt, give me a music sting. Jesus Christ. That's what Nintendo's up to this year. No, so they actually said they had changed their streaming plans. They were like, hey, we got a bunch of other games that aren't Zelda we're going to show as well. So they had said it's going to be just Zelda this year. And I think somebody else who was working there was like, hey, we got some other games that we've been working on that we'd like to show off. Because I know there's that Persona Fire Emblem mashup game that's coming out, and there's like a new Kirby game coming out. There's like a bunch of stuff. Like, oh yeah, so those will be on the stream too. Still no press conference from Nintendo though, they said. So But they are starting their like stream at a certain time, and they're talking about how Zelda's going to be day one. So you have to imagine the first hour of that will be basically a trailer for Zelda. So that'll be kind of exciting to see.
Kind of. I mean, the fact that it's coming out on both the current system and the new system is kind of worrying.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's kind of weird. I wanted to talk about gorillagate 2016, just because I like the name gorillagate.
I have a more video gamey theme.
Okay. All right, thanks for listening. That's been Born in the 80s this week. We're done forever. No.
Matt did it. He ended the podcast.
I brought you into this world. I could take you out.
I wanted to rant about gorillagate, but I don't think I'm going to.
I'll give you the sum total of my contributions to that conversation.
Okay.
I have no idea how to run a zoo.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't have any idea how to run a zoo after shit has hit the fan.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's it.
I think my favorite post it was a Dr. Seuss novel that says, "I know how to run the zoo." The story of everybody on the internet. It was like it was just a mock-up of a Dr. Seuss novel. I was like, yeah, man, bad shit happens sometimes. It's unfortunate, but like,
once the kid is in the pen, it's a lose-lose situation.
yeah, it's either the kid dies or the gorilla dies, or the gorilla's horribly injured, or the kid's. It's all bad.
Yeah.
Like unless some miracle happens, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just it's really
And you
unfortunate.
can't even trank them because
Nope.
I've seen animals being tranked at the vet. They thrash around for
Yep.
a while before they pass out.
Yep.
And it's fine when that's a Pomeranian, but when it's a silverback gorilla, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah, it's just more sad than anything. I mean, the zoo here doesn't even have any open enclosures anymore for
Yeah.
monkey use. It's all big glass enclosures.
That's the thing. I saw a post from a former zookeeper. That was the one think piece about this I allowed myself to read, and
Yep,
she was
same here.
saying that zoos have been moving more and more towards unobstructed views more than anything,
Yeah,
and they kind of went too far to where it's not super safe anymore.
yeah,
And there's a lot of parent shaming with this story, as there of course is going to be.
there is
But
too much
also,
parent shaming.
It's a design flaw.
Yeah.
There should not be any way that you can get into the cage, even
Yeah,
if
there
you
should
try
not be
to.
no way a kid could get into a cage. Like it should be built in a way where it would be impossible. Like, and it clearly wasn't. You know what I mean? Like that sucks. I don't know. I can't get too much ire over it. I just hate when people, because we talked about this earlier. The internet reaction machine was hot and heavy.
Yeah,
with that one,
they latch onto the weirdest stuff too.
And it's like you don't know how to parent a kid, and it's like everyone's like, if you ever had a kid, sometimes they just disappear. You're like you're looking one way and you look the other way and they're gone, and they're in a fucking cage.
Yeah.
And you're just like, why did you do that? You're 6, you don't know. When unfortunately it was a bad situation. Anyway, I don't want to rant about that too much. Let's segue into our
segue.
Matt, you got a segue music segment? All right. Segue. The whip segue. Adam?
Whip segue?
Yeah. Well, you're Indiana Jones
Watch
talking
me
before.
ride. Watch me whip.
Watch
Oh.
Adam Nene.
We haven't watched the last one yet.
You haven't gotten to...
No.
Yeah, I like how I didn't know what I was actually going to segue to, but he totally picked up to something we talked about last time he was on. So you haven't
Yeah.
watched the last Indiana Jones, Last Crusade?
Now, when
That's
you
my-
say last, you mean the Last Crusade?
Yes. Do you mean the Last Crusade, or do you mean the fourth one?
Oh, no, the fourth one doesn't exist.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. You're
I
saying.
just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We haven't
Last
watched
Crusade's my
Crusade
favorite.
yet. Yeah.
I love it. I love Sean Connery.
Mine too. Sean Connery is amazing in it. I just learned something interesting too, in that
Sure.
I guess the horses that were used in that like the 4 of them that were used, were loaned to the movie by the King of Jordan. They're like, yeah, Arabians or something.
Yeah,
That's pretty
because
cool.
Petra is in Jordan. That the big landmark that they used for
Yeah.
the final showdown.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So they got the king of Jordan or whatever to loan him some horses. So like, don't fuck up this scene. You have a king after
like-
you.
Don't damage the horses.
Yeah, we could all die. Actually, I don't know the way Jordan is run. Probably not, but he would not be happy. But we got some listener mail. That's what I wanted to segue to, and now I can read them. Adam, why didn't you tell me how easy it was to read the listener mail?
I think I did a couple times.
No, you didn't. You said that it should get emailed to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't. But it's
How
just
do you
in the
read it?
feedback tab of the fucking WordPress site.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yes.
That's not how I do it because it's sent to me.
Yeah.
I have these sent to me.
Yeah. Could probably do that too.
Oh my
Somehow.
god, this is incredible. I love our best listener. He actually has contacted us a few more times since then.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. We
Yeah.
love you, Brett.
Yep, me too. But so we'd mentioned we watched him on the Feud a few weeks ago. I downloaded the episode illegally. But I found it. Shit, where is that? There it is. Here. All right. He said, "Thanks for watching the Feud. It was tons of fun. And if Family Feud isn't time for a bow tie, I'm not sure when is, because Brett was rocking a bow tie. I'm not sure what episode you saw. They did edit out where I talked about Born in the 80s. Oh, I noticed that. My brother's trying to get some other footage, but that doesn't seem likely. We do have a few promo videos if you want that to edit. Here's his question, though. With the Koozie, do you think it's something that won't happen again in terms of generationally? If a 7th grader were to go on a family vacation now, wouldn't they look back at their Instagrams or Snapchat as a diary of it if they did? Maybe not. That was something I thought of as I was listening to the podcast and watching kids in the backseat of cars just staring at phones. I think that's kind of true in a way, but I also think
I think so.
nobody else, not many people actually did journals though when they were a kid as
No.
well. Like, this is kind of an aberration. Neither of you guys have a journal.
Yeah,
This is a shitty
if
journal.
anything, the kids these days will have more embarrassing shit to look back on.
Oh,
because
yeah,
they
video
are documenting
evidence.
all of it.
Like what they say is that the history is written by the people that can document it.
Yeah, and now
so-
it's everybody.
And so this is my personal writing point of view of everything that happened, and not just actual video evidence of what happened. Whereas, like, I do think that that's going to be it, though. Like Snapchat or Instagram or vlogging on YouTube and whatnot will become kind of the diary, which is
Yeah, and there's always going to be like the smaller subset of people that will want to keep a private record of it,
yeah.
like you did.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to go away entirely. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff to look back on and laugh in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, for sure. And
Especially once they release all of Adam's archived Snapchats.
yeah. Once we get that in.
No.
Gross. So let's talk about something else now. No, but I agree that it's just kind of like it's so much easier to share now than it was. So I think people are going to have. There's going to be a lot more, but I don't think it will be as easily quantifiable as the journal of Koozie and the live journal that I have somewhere that I could read from as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta find like Matt's live journal somewhere.
Oh, I never had that.
I had a Zanga. Remember Zanga?
I had a
remember that.
MySpace, but I didn't really post anything on it.
I think I actually captured all of my Zanga stuff.
I think I still have your Zanga stuff because I think it was like emailed me updates or something whenever you posted it.
Oh, so it's like on your Gmail?
Yeah.
Shit.
Because I think I was like subscribed to it or something, and like every time you posted something, it was emailed to me.
Let me just check out my writing stuff.
It's
So I think I have that. Oh, you know what? That's in my documents.
here's my secret. All
Yeah.
of my embarrassing shit happened before social media,
Yeah.
and I didn't write any of it down. So it doesn't exist.
Okay.
Except for all of the embarrassing stuff I've done since then. But
Yeah. But like you don't have the awful middle school stuff, huh?
yeah.
I'm glad I have that. Just to have, even though if it is cringy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad I have it. God damn it, I don't think I have this.
I just have these memories that
Where's my
won't go
writing
away.
stuff? I feel like I lost all of my writing stuff. Because I feel like I tried to find scripts before of stuff that I'd written, and it was lost across
Was it like an
computers.
external hard drive that died or something?
Yeah, and I feel like it didn't get transferred correctly. So I feel like I just have writing. Like I got. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I got some weird. Let's see, this rich. I wrote a couple really awful posts here. I got a monologue I wrote, I guess, in rich text format.
You know what? I might have something.
Oh, I've got some awful shit, dude. I got some like love letters I wrote to people. Oh,
I
this
wrote-
is bad. 2007. 2006.
I wrote a binder of poetry in grade school that my parents might still have.
Oh shit. That's the good stuff. I must have this somewhere. Cause like, why would I not have this? I mean, I have stuff in Google Docs. And I may actually have all of my stuff in Google Docs. I may have just uploaded all of my Docs folder to Google Docs. But this isn't making good podcasting, me trying to find this weird old stuff. But I'll try and look for it. Because we can move from Koozie. Because I just want to get the whole thing in there. But that's it for that. I guess we got to get to Koozie Corner before we end. You guys have a little time for a little Koozie Corner? There it is. Matt, you don't have any music to overlay on this, though, for me? Live? You don't have the soundtrack?
Do you want me to do it live?
It'd be funny if you could do it live.
Okay, let me see if I still have it on here.
All right. Because I'm gonna do 1 day post, so we're gonna spread this out. Although unfortunately, I literally probably only have, because I didn't write enough. It looks like I have, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 pages.
Wow.
That doesn't sound like the music at all.
I'm working on it.
All right, he's working on it. I'll continue to search for weird shit. Let me go to my Google Drive, because I swear to God, I saved all this stuff. God damn it. Writing. No, these are just actual scripts.
Okay. Hold on.
Damn
Hold
it.
on.
I think I have it on a thumb drive that doesn't work anymore. Because that was my smart plan.
Got it.
Keep it on a thumb drive. Because those never break down. I just don't hear it.
Oh, I didn't start playing it yet.
Oh, you said you had it. Oh shit, here we go. Alright, not too loud. Oh shit, I bookmarked the end of it. Let me get to the first page. Alright, here we go. May 17th, 2001. Sorry, Koozie. Long time no write. I feel like I could do I feel like it's easier to do that impression with this music. Sorry, Koozie, long time no write. I moved to Darlington, and I'm now a freshman in high school. Recently, I've been training for Philmont hiking. This will be a challenge. But with you by my side, it'll all be okay. The seniors had their last day yesterday, and I was invited to Matt and Abby's parties. Frisky and my grandfather have passed on since I last wrote. we've gotten many new animals in the house.
That's not funny.
I feel bad laughing about that.
It's been 15 years. Oh, God. Sir Chubbington 3 is our hamster, Siberian dwarf. He's cool. And we have 2 new oddball cats, George Esquire and Queen Cleopatra. Cleo is smart, beautiful, and funny. But she's very shy, and when she wants to go snuggle, you better stay to pet her silky fur. George, very large, not fat, orange tabby. Cleo is a mix of orange tabby and smoky gray. George is not too bright, but very curious. Unshy and fun. Recently I got 4 fish. 1 beta named Mo, 2 white cloud tetras named Curly and Larry, and an algaeator named, you guessed it, Shemp. My brother got a tank of 4 black-skirted tetras and 2 African dwarf frogs. Only 1 lives now. He doesn't have names yet. I'll have to ask him later. Well, that's about it. Sorry for the long wait, but I lost you for a while. Well, it is bedtime now. Cable channels. And now I have listed cable channels that I believe when we moved, we didn't get anymore, and that we were like waiting to get like activated. Animal Planet, Cartoon Network, Sci-Fi Network, 17 Days Still Waiting. Ah, Stupid Cable Company, Sick 'em, Killer, Woof Woof. Think you're pretty sly, eh? What's that noise behind you? Is it the wind? No, it's me. Drop the book. I'll release Killer. I was making sure people were scared when they were reading this, that they would be caught. I have a picture. I'm gonna take a picture of this. It's a picture of a man being hanged, and I said, "That's you if you don't drop the book right now. I'll get you. I'll find you." And then the next day, I have a documentation, and then after that, it's an entire year. So we'll get to another page the next time. But thank you for listening to the story.
John Rowe, 1854.
Of the Koozie. All right, you can turn the music off. I'm sick
Timed
of it.
that perfectly with the end of the song.
Was that really it? Holy shit!
That
I
was
was built for this. Fucking A, where's my goddamn writing? I'm so pissed right now. I don't have anything. I don't have any of the papers I wrote in college. Like, it's all gone.
Somebody's squatting on my old MySpace page.
Yeah, I saw my MySpace account got hacked as well, and I was like, oh, I still have... I had a MySpace page, I guess. I don't care. That password, I probably used someone that I don't use anymore, because that was like 8 billion years ago. Why can't I find any writing?
Something went wrong again.
What is it?
I don't know. You guys went silent, and I had to reconnect.
What? There was
Yeah.
like no delay between what you were saying and when that happened.
Yeah. That was
It went... Anyway, yeah, somebody's squatting on my old MySpace page. I'm on to you, Polly Rockwell.
Man. Oh, man. I can't find... There's no document Lazenby Chronicles on here.
I think I have Lazenby Chronicles shared on Google Drive.
I have them from you, but I don't have any of the other stuff I had in that writing folder.
Huh.
I seriously think it's all somewhere. I do know where I do have a copy of it, though. I have the really shitty old tiny laptop that I had, the netbook that I had. And I think I had...
Angel Fire still exists.
Who does? Yours?
Angel Fire.
Oh, the website platform.
Robot
it-
tripod.
It looks like it hasn't been updated in like 20 years.
Yeah. Oh my god, we got Born in the... Oh man, when I search John Danger Rowe Zanga, I don't get anything. I don't think
Maybe I'll
Zanga
see if I can-
exists.
When I
Maybe I'll see
search
if I
Matt
can
Haig,
find-
I just get a professional Call of
Ones I
Duty
have.
player.
Genre. Yeah, I know you get a professional Call of Duty player. I looked up your name once.
Yeah.
Oh my god. John Danger Zanga. Where's my Zanga? I could search Google to see when I talked about it. I might be able to find a Zanga. My Zanga subscription digest. Oh shit. From 2010. Username JT Rowe. Oh my god. No! My Zanga page! Wait, it's got my password saved in Google Chrome. 404. Looks like you found your way to a page that does not exist. They deleted my Zanga.
Those bastards.
Oh my god. But I have a subscription digest of all of the people that I followed Zangas. So I can read other people's journals. A lot of spam messages from random people. Oh, that's so crazy that they just deleted all of these journals. Like, what the fuck, Zanga? Anyway, we gotta end the episode. BornInThe80s.net's the website. Thank you, Matt. Born in the 80s website. BornInThe80s.net. 80spodcast.com. You can like, comment, subscribe, or visit us on iTunes. That'll be it, though. We will catch you guys next week. Thank you for listening. I have to end this. Where's the
Bye.
end the button? Stop broadcast. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yeah. So, what did you think about our interview with our esteemed guest?
It was great. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Thank you. What did you?
Long time listener, first time caller.
Ah, yes. What's your name, dearie?
Lou.
Oh, Lou. Luis. Louis? What is Lou short for?
Louis. It's short for Louis.
Oh, okay, Louis. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? I want to know what's happening right now.
Well, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what kind of radio setup do you got there?
One of them AM, FM joints.
Ah, yeah. It's got both, huh?
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Summer is here. What are you doing this summer?
Maybe a little camping.
A little camping?
Fishing.
Fishing? I like it.
Yeah.
Alright.
You guys disappeared.
What are you talking about, Matt?
You guys just went silent.
That is not at all what happened to me.
What happened to you?
Not much. I think it recorded all of it. Let me just listen to the old playback. Let me make sure our levels sound good. I'll just listen to the playback. Okay, so I think it sounds good.
Cool.
As good as we're gonna get with levels. I got Koozie to talk about. I got the Mindy Night Raw.
Here, I got a sound effect.
All right, give me it.
Ready?
Oh, and Adams just landed on the stinker of the week.
Wee! Hong Kong!
That's right. Why did he decide to do it? No one will ever know. Mm-hmm. What's the worst place you've taken a dump at?
I don't know, probably a campsite somewhere.
Yeah, campsite.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Anyone else? Matt?
Probably a campsite as well.
Oh, come
Like
on,
the-
be descriptive. We're on a podcast.
Oh, have we started? Well, the like pit toilets that they have, it's
Yeah,
almost
okay. Yeah, okay.
worse
well,
than just
I
not
like-
having anything.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Matt, your audio quality's gone down.
Is it? Did it
Yeah,
go back?
it's back
It's
up
still on
now.
studio.
Well, it's not that. I think it's something on your processing end at home.
What does it sound like?
There's just less quality, lower bit rate.
Weirdness.
You have,
Maybe it's because I wasn't close enough to the microphone.
well, no, I think it's because you're too close to the microphone.
Maybe it's because they're too close to the
That's
microphone.
what I think right now. All right, let's do this.